Boyfriend 34 male, forgot about my 28 female cat. My 28 female boyfriend 34 male was supposed to feed my cat today and totally forgot. I'm out of town with family for Thanksgiving, and when I asked him if he'd seen her today, admittedly around 9:30 p.m., he told me sorry, and he got hyper-focused on a video game he's making. He fed her yesterday, and my friends will go early tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about her well-being. She grazes, and is used to getting a can of wet food a day, but her dry food and water fountain should last her more than 24 hours, but I guess I'm just disappointed in him. I tried to find other options to watch her, as he's not a huge cat guy, and my friends were able to for most of the time I'm gone, so I only had to ask for his help 2 days, and I was really happy that he even sent me a video of him playing with her yesterday. But for him to not have even stopped by to feed her today makes me a little upset. I offered to contact a few other people to help before I went out of town, and he insisted he could do it, but now I'm wishing I hadn't given him this responsibility. I'm having kind of a hard time sorting my feelings on the issue and figuring out if I should try to forgive and forget, or if it's worth letting him know I feel like he broke my trust and disappointed me. Would appreciate any thoughts/advice, love. When I was dating my wife, she asked me to watch her fish. For 3 days that fish was the center of my universe. I didn't get distracted, forget, or blow off the responsibility. If your relationship moves along, are you ever going to trust him with the cat? He's 34 years old. He is way too old to have to be reminded of a simple task like caring for a living creature. I highly doubt he simply forgot. He likely thought it wasn't a big deal and deprioritized the task because he didn't want to stop playing his game. We prioritize for what we value. Recommend reflecting on any additional things that you have to remind him about and deciding if that's how you want to spend the foreseeable future. I don't feel like this is an issue of him not being a cat person because you are a cat person and he is supposed to be a you person. Obviously it matters that your cat wouldn't have perished from hunger or dehydration, but that wasn't the care level he agreed to give for you. You wanted him to be there to check on your cat, at the very least. That slipping his mind is telling, as it is a very important thing for you, and you would have found someone else to do it had he not assured you he would give the same mindfulness to the task as you do. Did he offer to immediately go and feed her? That sounds so strange and wrong. He should be paying extra attention to what is really important to you, particularly a living being. You might want to get a pet camera that can also dispense treats and an automatic feeder. My coworker asked me to walk and feed her dog for like 10 days. During those 10 days I got the flu. Horrendous things were coming out of me, but I still drove to her house with a mask and gloves to feed and walk her dog. All he had to do was show up and feed the cat. The cat will be fine, but yeah, this reflects poorly on your boyfriend as far as his reliability. How do I, 22F, break up with him, 27M, when he freaks out every time I try to? I started dating this guy a few months ago. He treats me super well. He's respectful and super understanding. He's the nicest guy I've ever been with. But he really gives me the ick. I feel like he deserves to be with someone who truly loves him. And I do, but not romantically. When I'm away from him, I fantasize about ways the relationship will end. I think about what I'll say. I really hope it will go well. But every time I try to end things, he freaks out. He hits himself in the head, wails, sits on the floor in the dark, writes these really sad diary entries about how nobody loves him and shows them to me, says I must hate him and that he isn't good enough for me, says I lied about everything I said in the past about loving him, and so much more. He's the only person in my life right now. I don't speak to my family, and I don't have any friends. He's been so supportive, but I get so overwhelmed by him. I don't feel a romantic spark. The sex is good, we have the same sense of humor, but that's it. I'm currently unemployed, but I have enough savings due to working multiple jobs all throughout undergrad, and he has a stable and high-paying job, yet I find myself doing more of the heavy lifting finances-wise in the relationship. He wants to move in with me when I go to my new job in a new city next year. I don't think I can live with him. I want to break up with him while we're long distance right now, but I'm scared of hurting him, and I'm scared of what he will do. End it over the phone or via text. If he starts making threats about hurting himself, call emergency services. The way he's acting is not okay or normal. You can't stay in a relationship because you're scared of hurting the other person. You need to just be honest with him no matter how difficult it is. I'd recommend trying to have a good last chat to explain, and then go no contact. You are young, so maybe not experienced enough to see clearly here. You do not have to be with anyone at all, especially someone you do not want to be with. You have one life. This is it right now. You do not owe this dude or any other human anything. If you want to block his number and ghost him, you can. If you want to text him, "We are over, please, so not contact me again." You can do that too. You do not need to be in a relationship with someone because they behave so badly when you try to break up with them. That sounds like a hostage situation, not a relationship. Do not waste another minute of your life. End it right now, seriously. Something I wish someone had told me at 18. You don't owe your partner a respectful, fact-to-face breakup. Especially if you've already tried that once, and they didn't respect your choice. You can just do it by text, and that doesn't make you a bad person. I had a girlfriend that would do the same. I spent several miserable months trying to break up with her. Break up with him via phone so he can't hurt himself for attention, as opposed to over FaceTime or something where he can try to make you watch. It really doesn't matter how he reacts in terms of your actions. Regardless of his response, just say, "I'm really sorry," and hang up. And if he harasses you, block him. The way he has treated you when you broke up with him /multiple times / contradicts every nice thing you say about him. He's manipulative. Ghost him. Feel free to try one last time over the phone or by text to dump him, but you already dumped him many times, and he had tantrums like a toddler and acts like you not only did not break up with him, you should move in with him. He needs help for his mental health. You need to block him. Found out my F24, perfect boyfriend, M25, cheated on me. How to move on. 11 days ago, I found out my perfect boyfriend cheated on me. We just had our 2-year anniversary on November 3. We were so happy, and he was truly my best friend, so I just don't understand why he would do this. I received a direct message on Instagram from the woman he met at a bar. She told me they had a one-night stand in a hotel room, and they had sex pretty much all night long, and once again in the morning before he left. I was in shock because he told me he was with his best friend who needed a friend to talk to. She told me both of them were in the hotel room, and that makes me even more upset because his best friend has been to my home before, and I've cooked for him, etc., etc. After reading that, my heart shattered, and my perception of him and our love became broken. I was in complete shock because I had never doubted him. He was always really keen about loyalty and honesty, so I just don't understand why he did this to me. I contemplated taking him back and working through this, but I know for sure I'll never trust him again and never feel safe emotionally ever again. This hurts so bad because I just was not expecting to have to heal from such deep betrayal from the person who I absolutely was in love with. Looking back, I did catch him in a couple lies throughout a relationship, but I forgave him because I realize nobody is perfect. I truly believe this is not the first time he has cheated on me, but this is the only time he's ever been caught. Ever since I found out, I only kept in contact with him 6 days after it happened, and now I have gone completely no contact, and he's blocked on everything. He's been texting my family, calling me constantly, and texting me constantly. His messages are still going to my MacBook for some reason, apologizing and telling me how big of a mistake it was. He keeps saying I was the love of his life, and he was just in a weak, immature moment. He says he's going to start therapy and really get the help he needs. But even if he does that, I feel like I'll still never trust him again. My family absolutely loved and adored him, and we basically took him in. I loved him so much. He was truly my best friend, and really the only person I had in my life. I'm about to start nursing school in 5 weeks, and I just hate that I'm about to start school with a broken heart. This isn't worth salvaging, right? No, it isn't worth salvaging. Be grateful you didn't spend one more day of your life with him. Your heart will heal, and you'll find a good man one day. I'm a man, I'm 60. Have lived through a lot. That you are a special kind of person. Do not settle for less. To make a long story short, if he did it once, it may not be tomorrow. It may not be next year, but he'll do it again. It's in his DNA. Do yourself a favor. Let this guy go. I'm sure he's a good man. I'm sure he means well. He can't help it. He will do it again. Just keep that in mind. That's my opinion. Correct. Not worth salvaging. You don't want to spend your life with someone who treats you like that. It takes time, but you'll be okay. I agree with everyone else. Betrayal at this level isn't something worth saving, and the person you're meant to spend your life with definitely isn't going to treat you like this. A mistake doesn't involve booking a hotel room with a stranger you meet at a bar. That's a very conscious choice, and he had plenty of opportunities to stop it along the way, but he didn't. He never would have told you either. He thought he could get away with it. He must have given the girl his details for her to find you online, which means he planned on hooking up with her again. You're about to start a new chapter to becoming a kick-arse nurse. You'll meet new people and make new friends. Your future is bright. Don't let a cheater get in the way of the life you deserve. Keep him in the past. I'm so sorry he did this to you. But he doesn't deserve you. He's mad he got caught, and he will do it again. You are still so young. Don't waste more time with someone who doesn't respect you, when you could find someone who absolutely cherishes and respects you, and he will make sure you know how much he loves you. I know this hurts now, but eventually you will look back and be thankful. When you truly love someone, you don't cheat on them. That's not love. Don't give in to him. Take some time and love yourself. 2 hearts. How do I 29F initiate divorce from my 30M husband? My husband has cheated on me several times. I've been trying to keep it together for the kids, but now I'm resentful, and I'm at a point where I think it would be better if we divorced. I've tried leaving him before, and he always weasels his way back in. I really want to leave this time. I'm so miserable, but I don't know how to go about it. We have 2 kids, and I can't move out. We are living on my dad's property. I'm set to inherit the house, and it's just not a situation I can leave. I've tried telling my husband I want a divorce so many times, but he just manipulates me into staying. I'm a stay-at-home mom and homeschool our 2 kids and work part-time from home. I'm not too worried about finances since I don't have to pay rent. I know how to shop cheaply and cook everything from scratch on a budget. I own a minivan and have 1 loan in both mine and my husband's name on a nice pickup that I normally drive but don't care about. My question is, what would be the best way to initiate a divorce? See a lawyer. Stop warning him about it. Open a single bank account and set money aside into it. Don't tell him. Quietly consult a divorce attorney. Secure copies of documents for you and your kids: birth certificates, social security cards, IDs, school records, medical records, insurance, bank statements, car titles, tax returns, and anything that shows the house is inherited property, not marital. Store these copies with someone you trust. File first and let the legal system handle it. Gray rock until it's done. Don't move out and keep the kids' routines as stable as possible. Good luck. Talk to a lawyer and lean on family for moral support. Retain an attorney. They will help you with all of it. If he keeps working his way back, and then you're the one being responsible here. And I hate to put it that way because I know it's his fault. He's a cheater. He's bad, but you need to not second-guess yourself and create a boundary for yourself. You have got to file for divorce as soon as possible because you don't want him cutting on that property. That's why he's still hanging around, because he wants to get as much as he can. You need to get rid of him as soon as possible. You need a lawyer. How else would you go about it?